So what if your glasses could take AI-powered notes, translate conversations in real time, give you AI answers, and basically be the perfect companion for all of your business needs and business travel? These are the Dymesty AI smart glasses. Let's get right into it. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Desmond, and I don't normally wear glasses. I actually spent a lot of money on LASIK, so I wouldn't have to. But these new Dymesty AI smart glasses might be one of the reasons I start wearing these things again. Now, although this video is sponsored by Dymesty, I will give you a full overview of features and function, but we're gonna talk about the pros and the cons as well. First of all, these smart glasses are really a combination of some technology that I've already covered on this channel. So they are a AI-powered voice recorder, translator, transcriber, and again, an interface that allows you to engage with different AI software and AI tools like ChatGPT or Dymesty's own AI assistant. And again, this is designed to really replace, say, your Plod Note, any of those credit card styled AI voice recorders, maybe even some of the AI earbuds I've tested on this channel, but really it's baking all of that technology into a form factor that is both hands-free, relatively stylish and convenient, and it's geared towards business users. So people who spend a lot of time in meetings, meeting with clients in an office, business travelers, where potentially a card-size AI voice recorder just isn't as convenient. Situations where AI earbuds and just other tools just aren't appropriate in that type of business setting. The Dymesty smart glasses are supposed to solve for that. So the first thing that I will say, if the camera will focus, is the form factor on these is very much like a normal pair of glasses. Very different than your standard like Meta Ray-Bans, for example, right? With the baked-in camera and some of the other features. These are really quite slim and sleek. And as you can see here, they don't look overly large. They are, again, just designed to be a relatively understated piece of technology that you can wear in the office, in meetings, basically any setting. And it's not gonna be a huge red flag that you're wearing a massive AI-powered piece of technology on your face. So I'll leave these on while we chat because they are designed for all-day comfort and all-day wear. They're about 35 grams in terms of overall weight. If this is a piece of technology you have to wear on your face all day, it should be comfortable as well as functional. So 35 grams is pretty light when it comes to smart glasses. I, of course, have the clear lenses, but you can have any type of custom prescription transitional lenses added directly to the frames. And the frames themselves are made out of a titanium alloy. And the one thing that is really quite cool and probably adds to its robustness is they have a kind of proprietary hinge that allows a good amount of flex on these glasses. So likelihood of breaking them is significantly lower. And like I mentioned, the design is supposed to be very sleek. So you have all of these noise canceling microphones built into the frame itself for optimal voice pickup, sound pickup, so that you're getting very accurate transcription or translations when you have this on. And like I mentioned, the main persona for these glasses is business professionals. So again, you can see here, very clean, very minimal, pretty sophisticated look. I mean, I'm just wearing a hat and a t-shirt right now, but obviously if I'm dressed up for the office, these are going to fit into your aesthetic, your outfit really quite well. Now, core functionality, it's gonna be live transcription and summarization. So like any AI voice recorder, once you activate these, it's going to record your meeting, your conversation, basically anything you want, ingest all of that information, transcribe it in real time, and then leverage AI to summarize all of those notes, those details, into something that's a lot more digestible that you can break down and reference later. And this works for conferences, meetings, class lectures. Again, anything that you want to record, transcribe, and summarize, you're going to be able to do with these glasses. And since we're talking about features, I've got the app open. This is where you're going to be able to control and see a lot of the different functionality that the glasses offer. But like I mentioned, AI voice recording, you can of course start recording from the app itself, or of course there's a button here on the right side you can just quickly tap. We also have AI translation. This is again a pretty solid feature. Right now, it covers English, Dutch, Italian, French, Portuguese, Chinese, and a few other languages here. It's actually got quite the extensive list, as you can see. And again, what you can do is turn these on to whichever language you want to translate, turn these on, and then it will transcribe that directly onto the app. So you can see the translation happening in real time. Now, of course, at the time of filming this, the AirPod 3s have just been announced. Those are earbuds with live translation and all that good stuff baked in. But as I mentioned, if you're in a business setting, a conference, in a meeting, it's just really not that appropriate to be wearing earbuds in. So you could have these glasses on and do the translation through here. But again, it really depends on your use case. And then let's quickly talk about the AI voice assistant. So you can see here on the screen, you can double tap the device's function button or just say intelligent assistant, and you can start to ask it to do an AI recording, start an AI translation, add a memo, and maybe schedule anything you want once it's connected to your calendar. A couple of other features that I will call out, like I mentioned, schedule assistance there, but also phone loss alert, but works just like Find My. If you leave your phone behind when these things are connected via Bluetooth, it will prompt you in your ear that your phone has been left behind. You can go back and get it. So like I mentioned, the scheduling assistant, the nice thing is once your calendar is synced up, you can ask the assistant what's on your calendar for today. It'll let you know all of the different events and actions and other things that are happening as long as it's linked to your calendar. Really helpful. So let's talk about some real use cases where something like this is going to be beneficial to your life. As I mentioned, it's a hands-free approach to the AI voice recorder. So the Plod notes, the tick notes, all the different kind of credit card sized AI voice recorders you can magnetize to the back of your phone. This is relatively similar, but it's a hands-free version. So any of those situations where you need to capture a client call, a meeting, a conference call, a podcast, maybe you're in a lecture or listening to a session at an event, these are going to be perfect for that. Translating different languages in real time, again, also a great use case. As someone who travels a ton for both work and for fun, I'm in countries all the time that don't speak English as their native language. And again, I think in 2025, this day and age, the ability to live translate languages really opens up a whole new world for travelers and just adds just a ton of convenience. And if you are in a business use case, yeah, this is going to be helpful as well. And then the AI voice assistant. So being able to ask this AI voice assistant to answer simple or even complex questions, pull up data that you may need for a meeting. Say you are chatting with a client or a customer or anybody at all, and you want to pull up some market data, you can ask the AI assistant for a very specific set of answers, and it's going to be able to just, again, access the internet, get you that answer that you need kind of right here. For me personally, where I find this really helpful is actually a lot of the creative work I do with this YouTube channel. So oftentimes, like I mentioned, if I'm driving, I'm walking, if I don't want to whip out my phone and fumble around through apps and turn on a voice recorder, or I don't have one of those voice recorders on me, or even if I do, all I have to do is either voice prompt my AI assistant, tap the action button, and I can just start talking about my script idea, a show flow, start talking through a blog post or maybe social post that I want to do, and record my thoughts directly into the glasses, and then get an AI powered summary later when I get back to my desk or when I'm on my phone. I can just, again, capture all of my thoughts relatively easily, hands-free. So let's quickly do a recap of the pros. A lot of it just gonna come down to this form factor. The fact that these are glasses that you wear that are hands-free. Also that they are designed to be kind of sleek and minimal. In business situations where a pair of like Meta Ray-Bans is just gonna look odd with the camera bump and all those other things, where you're not gonna want earbuds in, or you don't wanna have your phone out on the conference room table recording everything that's happening, or maybe say you're just doing kind of like a walking, talking coffee chat, having a hands-free version of an AI voice recorder and assistant is gonna be great. The other pro I'm gonna add is going to be the battery life. Dymesty says these have a 48-hour battery life when they are on, which is incredible. Again, a lot of that's gonna come down to the fact that it does strip away some of the technology that you would find in, say, like the Meta Ray-Bans, but those have a terrible. You don't need the camera, you don't need the extra processing or the louder speakers. These are designed for a very particular, unique set of business use cases, and because of that, it's just gonna be able to get more power, a lot more efficiency for what you're actually gonna be able to use it for. The other pros, and maybe they do end up being a con, is the charging mechanism is relatively simple. So I've got the charging cable here. It does have a really great amount of battery life, but these are just simple kind of magnetic sections that click into the arms of the glasses, and then you plug this in via USB-C and it'll charge these up quickly for you. It doesn't have a charging case, so this is a pretty lightweight, like faux leather case, which is perfectly fine. But again, I think this can be a pro for people who just want to have these out on your desk, quickly recharge them, toss them on, or I guess in some cases you could just wear them and charge them. It looks a little bit odd, but it's an option. And then that'll take us into the cons. Like I mentioned, the charging capability is both a pro and a con. I think the con is no charging case. We called it a pro, but it could also be a con depending on what you want your smart glasses to be able to do. But as I mentioned, these are a stripped down version of a smart glass, so you're not gonna find cameras or louder speakers or any of like the bells and whistles you would find in, say, like the Event Realities with their built-in screen, or the Meta Ray-Bans with the multimodal camera unit. So that could be a con for you. If you're looking for something that does more, I would look elsewhere. All right, so that is my overview of the Dymesty AI smart glasses. If you're interested in learning more, I'm gonna leave some links in the description below. Definitely do your research. There are so many new innovations and products coming out in the smart glasses realm. I love it, honestly. This is kind of my dream for the future. But these are probably amongst the cleanest in aesthetic and also the simplest in overall functionality. But for some of you, that might be all you need. All right, if you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more videos just like this. I will catch you on the next one.